Hey, welcome back. This is the fifth installment of the How to Make Money on YouTube series. And today I'm going to talk about how to increase your video views. This is something that even if you don't want to make money on YouTube, it's something that's probably on the mind of a lot of people. They put out a video and nobody watches it and they wonder why, and then they cry, and then they sulk, and then they leave YouTube. So let's go over 6 tips. I actually have 6 tips to help you increase your video views, get it out there, get more people to see it. And in the process, you'll gain more subscribers, gain more people that watch your videos more often. Pretty much everything you'd want out of the YouTube experience from the people who create, as a creator of content, which you are. The first step is simple. Use your video as a video response. Now, this is pretty basic. What I want you to do after you have your video is go to the YouTube search box at the very top of every page and search what you think someone would search for if they wanted to find your video. If you have a bird call, if you're an expert bird caller and you want a video showcasing how to do some swan mating call, I have no idea. I don't know anything about bird calling. But you would put you put the search, let's say you put bird calling or whatever bird you're calling is doing, put it out there. Go to the very first video. And at that video, if it's appropriate, send a video response, your video as a video response to that video. It's pretty simple because people who are going to be looking for that kind of video will then see your video there. Now, there's always a chance that once you submit it as a video response, it says, it must be wait to approved by video owner, which means that the person hasn't checked off on the fact that the videos will automatically upload. If you think the video is a perfect fit, you may want to wait a day and see if it actually goes through. What I'd probably do is just go on to the next video down the list. Keep going in down until you find someone who actually wants video responses and accepts them automatically. So that way it shows up right there and there's no muss, no fuss. So that way anybody who goes to see that video, and since it ranks high on the YouTube search engine, it's going to show up, your video response is going to show up there. Sure, there may be tens, hundreds, even thousands of video responses there, and yours will only be at the front for the first 4 or 5 clips until more people do it. But it's a good way to get noticed that way. Okay, the second step. On your own video, this is the second tip, on your own video, check off the box for the video responses. You want people to respond to your video. You don't want to have to overlook it. Sure, if you have a problem, if you're getting a lot of spam videos and stuff like that, I understand you may want to do it. But if you want to have the video with your video have more views, just uncheck it. First of all, it's an honor. It's an honor when anybody puts a video response. I've had video responses, where someone's actually mocking my original video. It's an honor. I don't delete it. I let it go because to me it's, hey, this is a badge of honor if someone takes enough time to make a video about me. Most of the time it's not even about me. It's someone who has some other money-making video and they're going to put it up there. If you look up the 5 ways to get rich on YouTube video, I think there must be about over 100 video responses over the past 2 years since that video went up. And keep them coming on that video. I'm not going to stop it because for one simple reason. Not beyond the fact that it's just an honor to have that happen. The most important reason is that once their video is a video response to your video, anyone who catches that person's clip, there's a link right there that it's a video response to your clip. So there's a link right to your video. So you're getting traffic from that video page if that other person's video becomes popular. So it's a win-win situation for both people, the person who's responding and the person who is made the original video being responded to. Okay, third tip. Comment actively. YouTube is different. It's really no different than running for class president. Silence is going to get you nowhere. You have to campaign. You have to go out there, shake hands, kiss babies. Or in this case, comment on other people's posts. Go to the videos, the same videos that you think would be a good fit for your video, and go out there and be a member of the community. Respond, engage diplomatically with other people. If there's a response, go ahead. Comment on your own videos too, of course. If someone comments, you reply back. Be cordial. If there's a response, go do it. Any kind of relationships that you make along the way are great. And of course, the best thing about commenting on someone else's video is that do not spam, but promote tactfully. And I know it's a very thin line between the two. But you're not going to say, well, my video is better. Watch this. But you put, like this video, say, your video 3 made sense about commenting actively. I said something similar in my own video a couple weeks ago, and leave it at that. Anybody who's interested in that, they'll find your videos. They'll click on your name, find your videos, and they'll locate it there. Okay, so you can promote tactfully without spamming it. Read it from a third party. If it sounds like it's obvious commercial, blatant marketing, which It probably is, but you know, if it becomes too obvious, it's called spam. Nobody wants it. Get rid of it. But if you can contribute something in the comment section, something material that someone will say, you know, scratch their chin, then at the end say, you know, I'm sort of doing videos in this vein, in a graceful way, it's going to work for you. People will come to your videos. Okay, tip number 4. And these are all pretty basic stuff. 4 is even the most basic probably of all. Tags. Okay, now at the bottom of every video, you're allowed to put in tags. You don't know how many videos I see out there that people leave the tags blank. They leave the video description blank, which is ridiculous because if you think about it, YouTube is owned by Google, and Google is the world's #1 search engine. As long as they have the content, the data, they will crunch it and they will deliver the best results. If you're not putting anything in your data and you're not putting anything in your description, all that YouTube has to go by are the people's comments, which may be non-existent. Once you put descriptions, once you put tags, someone searches for any of those items, they go to your video. Well, your video will be one of the many hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of videos out there, but at least you have a chance that way. And of course, don't just put tags. I mean, right now, you know, this is actually September of 2009. Someone could put Kanye West or Jenny Slate, the girl that dropped the F-bomb on SNL this weekend. You know, these are the hot searches right now. Serena Williams having a rant in a tennis match. All these things, you can tag these things. People are going to come into you and they're going to give you the deluge of 1-star ratings because your video had nothing to do with that and you cheated them. Be honest with people. Tell them exactly what your video is about. Tag things that are relevant, that you think someone who would search for these things would find your video of interest. And let it work. And if you do the game of the Kanye West, Taylor Swift game, all you're going to be doing is a month from now, it's going to be irrelevant. No one's going to care about these things anymore. So be you know, timeless. Make tags honest, genuine, timeless, accurate. It's really simple as that. Okay, tip number 5 is engage the viewer. Now, by now you're probably thinking, why is this guy wearing a cap that says winner? Now I did this for one simple reason, and that's so anybody who gave up before this video, before tip number 5 at least, they're probably saying, haha, the loser is wearing a winner cap, what a loser, or something like that. And I bet you that, you know, you give this video a few weeks, a few months to simmer in there, you're going to have a lot of the, you know, winner, loser comments, the obvious joke, which is fine, that's intentional, that's why I wore this. Now, if I don't need the cap, you know, but I was a winner. That was a Disney cruise. I actually won $1 million, Who Wants to Be a Mouseketeer $1 million thing on a Disney cruise a couple years ago. They don't really give you $1 million. They give you some Disney pins and stuff like that. Not even a free cruise. It's a pity. Well, by having something like that, look, if I was half my age, if I was a girl, and if I was attractive, I wouldn't have to wear these caps. I wouldn't have to wear shirts that, you know, have somewhat provocative stuff on it that you know, oh, well, I think that's, you know, not a lot of people know this is an old school Terminator 2 3D shirt. And from the ride at Universal Studios. But, you know, you give people something to talk about, whether it's something you're wearing, whether it's the cap, whether it's a shirt, anything like that. It's, you know, in the old days you could put a sexy little thumbnail inserted in the video duet. These days only partners can do that. Only YouTube partners can upload their own thumbnail. And either way, that's cheating. You don't want to do that. You want to get it organically. And right now, with this winter cap, what I've accomplished, I'll probably never wear this winter cap in any other video. But anybody, you know, there are going to be schmucks out there who are, and yeah, I said schmucks. You heard it right. I used the corny word that hasn't been used. It's so archaic, I used it. They're going to be saying, yeah, loser with the winner and stuff like that. And anybody who's actually made it this far is in on the joke that the person who commenting on is the butt of. So I don't really wear this in public, honest. And finally, tip number 6 is, you know, just think outside of the YouTube box. You know, there's no reason why your video has to live and die within YouTube.com. When you think about it, you go to Facebook and MySpace. They have very active video sites there. If you're a member on Facebook or MySpace, why isn't your video there? Now, don't upload your video a second time to Facebook or MySpace. Those places love for you to upload your video so they house the content. No, you don't want to do that. Just post a link to your YouTube video. That way your YouTube video gets all the traffic, all the views, all the numbers, all the counts, all the subscribers. Everything goes towards that. If you have a Twitter account, tweet it. You know, why not? And perhaps more importantly, more than just these things where you'll be reaching just your friends, you know, your immediate circle of friends, and the people who follow you on Twitter, is go to the right online forum. Now, back in June, I had a video where I went. I was at Islands of Adventure, and on the Hulk roller coaster. It stopped. It had an e-stop at the end. At Jurassic Park River Adventure, it stopped right before the T-Rex at the end. And I just whipped out my camera, you know, thinking, well, this is a pretty interesting situation. I'm going to do it. We went to then we went to City Walk, which is right there next to it, and we're there eating at the Panda Express, and they evacuate the thing. They evacuate the entire restaurant. So I'm like, this is a terrible day. So I put all three, made it a video, and you know, it didn't really get a lot of views. But then what I did is I went to an Islands of Adventure specific website, iowacentral.com. That's an active forum, and I mean, I'm into theme parks, so I mean, I'm a member there anyway. But I posted the clip. I posted a link to the clip, and it got a lot. I mean, most of the traffic came as the result of linking there, and I didn't just spam the forum. I mean, I'm an active participant. I mean, I have something to contribute in there. And if you're making videos about a specific thing over and over again, you should be online in as many forums as you can that specialize about that. Because when you have a video, you can say, hey, by the way, I uploaded a new video about, you know, I'm not going to get into bird calling again because I know nothing about it. But let's say, you know, motorsports, you know, whatever NASCAR thing that you're into. Find the right forums where people who'd want to see your video would hang out, become a member of these communities, and post the link there. And you could also, in some cases, like in a blog or something, you can actually embed your video, which is something that I've discussed earlier as far as blogging about it. I think that was lesson 2. You can look back and find that video. But you can embed the video, or you can just use YouTube's sharing function. That's to send it as an email or post it to many different sites to have that video with you have an account in those sites. It's as simple as that. And I guess that's it. You know, obviously someone's going to look up my videos and say, you know what, you know, you only have, at this point, you only have 1,400 subscribers. You know, you have one video that has 200,000 views. Everything else is, you know, in the hundreds and thousands, and a few trickles into 10,000s. I get it. I'm not YouTube's biggest partner. I am not. I'm not Lisa Nova. I'm not Kev Jumba. I'm not Smosh. I'm not Fred. I don't want to be. But the important thing is that if I didn't do any of these tactics, and by tactics I don't mean anything Snyder thing, you know, but actually be an active member, go out there and get the stuff promoted, I'd be a fraction. I'd be a shell of that. Because there's a certain. It's not a game. But you know, there's certain white hat, and I mean white hat, not black hat. I mean, there's obviously there's stuff out there, bots, the old accounts. There's many things that people do on the side that if YouTube finds out, they'll axe your account. No, there are ways to do this legitimately, the right way, the hard way, the honest way, the right way. And these are 6 tips that I'm offering you. You probably know most of them, if not all of them. But are you actually going out there and doing them? I think that's important. And that concludes. That's it for lesson 5. I don't know what I'll be talking about next, but this is the engagement point. If you think you have something that you'd want me to address in the next video, go ahead and post it in the text box below, and I'll probably cover it. Really. See you soon.